Satnam, good morning, McCallum Place yogis. Today we will be doing a nice little yoga flow, mostly aimed at waking up and loosening up the lower back and kind of breaking through. Oh, look at that crazy bun. Breaking through any tension that we tend to habitually hold in the lower back. And it's just like a fun little kriya to help wake you up this morning, which I think will be very good since it's so cold out. Okay, so let's come onto our mats. Remember to take your shoes off on the mats. And we're bringing hands either into Gyan Mudra with the thumb and index finger touching the back of the wrist to the knees, or keeping palms open, facing up to the ceiling. And I invite everybody to go behind closed eyes. And if you're not comfortable closing your eyes, just picking a spot, a still point on the floor or the wall in front of you as a way to kind of zero in that mental energy. Really begin that practice of consciously focusing how you choose to channel your energy. And whether your eyes are open or closed, let's begin to notice what you notice here as you're sitting on your mat. Noticing the places of contact where your physical body connects to the floor, the ground beneath you. And noticing your spine. Let's begin to elongate up through the top of the head and pulling shoulders away from the ears and imagining that there's this cord of light and it's reaching all the way from the center of the earth all the way up through your tailbone, up through your spine, past your hips and your ribs and your heart, all the way up through the top of your head, connecting to that space above you. So like this cord of light connecting you from heaven to earth, from this higher consciousness, this higher spirit, down to the ground. And taking a moment just to be right here, right now. We'll bring hands to the heart and opening our practice, chanting Om. We'll chant that 3 times. Inhale and exhale and inhale to chant. Keeping hands together, let's raise arms up overhead and imagining that space between your arms filling with this beautiful light. And as you exhale, release your hands and imagine drawing that light around you like a protective sphere to guide you through your practice. We'll bring hands back to the knees and begin Sufi grinds, inhaling forward, exhaling, rounding back, just going in one direction. And coming back to that visual of this cord of light reaching up through your spine. Imagine as you inhale that light becomes brighter. And as you exhale, it flows up and down your spine and outward, through your ribs, down your arms. And remember, with these Sufi grinds, as you're drawing the circle, you're continuing to elongate up through the top of the head. And if your eyes are closed, I invite you to begin to focus at the third eye, the spot right between the brow, just above the brow line. Begin pulling up on that optic nerve and activating the pituitary gland, and telling your body and your mind that you're coming into a relaxed state, a more present state, a more connected state here in your yoga practice. One more time in this direction. Let's inhale up to center and imagine pulling that breath up your spine, up with that cord of light. And then exhale, release, and continue that same movement in the opposite direction. And again, you're continuing to inhale forward and exhale back. Inhale, that cord of light grows brighter. And exhale, it expands upward and downward, and all around your physical body, drawing that light around you. One more time. Let's inhale, up, 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 pulling that breath up. And exhale, release. And on the inhale, we're going to bring our arms up overhead. And on the exhale, twisting to look to the left as you release your arms, bringing that right hand down to the left knee and wrapping that left hand around your lower back. And with each inhale, elongating up through the top of the head, and with each exhale, turning to look over that left shoulder. Inhaling up, and exhale, turn. Continuing that long, deep breathing here in this spinal twist. Inhale, and exhale once more. Inhale. And on the exhale, releasing out. Let's inhale back up to center, reaching up with the fingertips. And on the exhale, twisting to the right. Resting that left hand on the right knee, wrapping the right arm around the lower back. And we inhale up through the top of the head and exhale, looking over that right shoulder. Once more, inhale, and on the exhale, release. Okay, let's go ahead and shake out the legs. We've been sitting for a while. We'll shake out the arms and the hips. All right, and we're gonna come right on into our tabletop and into cat-cow. So bringing hands under the shoulders, knees are under the hips, toes are either flat on the mat or tucked, or either flat on the mat or tucked underneath your feet. We're inhaling the tailbone up towards the ceiling, dropping the back as we lift the chin. Exhale, rounding the tailbone towards the belly button, arching the back and bringing the chin towards the heart. And continue that movement. Now here in cat-cow, if this feels like a little too much on your wrists, you can always bring your hands into into peaceful fists. Just to kind of take some of that pressure off. And remember, we're leading this movement with the tailbone. Now, cat-cow is traditionally done at a faster rhythm. One of my yoga teachers, with Kundalini yoga, we wear turbans, and like one of the more traditional classes, we wear turbans. And one of my teachers used to, whenever we would do cat-cow, would say, I want you to go so fast your turban flies off your head. And we don't need to go that fast here at McAllen Place. However, if you notice that your spine is waking up and you have a little more movement available to you, you are more than welcome to pick up the pace. However, we want to continue to breathe. We do not want to jeopardize the breath for quickness and pace. One more time. Let's go ahead and inhale up into cow. Really reaching up that tailbone, dropping the back and lifting the chin. Exhale, squeezing all that cold air out into cat as you arch the back, bringing the chin to the heart. And inhale back into that neutral tabletop. We're going to come sitting back on our heels into rock pose. And beginning some shoulder rolls. Inhale the shoulders up, exhale, rolling them down the spine. I like to imagine as I'm doing these shoulder rolls and I'm gathering any of that tightness or tension that I tend to habitually hold around in my shoulders, and I'm just using the inhale to gather it all up. And on the exhale, I'm pushing it down my spine, down through my tailbone, back down, back into the earth. Also, we will be here in rock pose for a few of these next movements. And if this feels uncomfortable on your ankles, you're more than welcome to come back into easy pose. Just like this. You just want to rest your hands either on your knees or your shoulders, or excuse me, or your ankles. And continuing that movement. Here, either in easy pose or in rock pose, sitting on your heels with your hands resting on top of your legs. One more time. Coming to stillness, we're going to begin some alternate shoulder shrugs. So inhaling the left shoulder up, exhale, letting it fall. Inhale the right shoulder up, exhale, let it fall. Now with these shoulder shrugs, or these shoulder drops, we want to really make sure that you're just dropping the shoulder. Okay, we're not lowering it down. Okay, we're really just letting them go, letting them fall. Very nice. All right, one more time. Let's inhale, both shoulders up. And on the exhale, let them go. Let those arms just dangle down on the floor. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale on the shoulders up, and on the exhale, let it go. Last time, inhale up, gathering up any of that tension, and then the big sigh, let it go. Very nice. Let's begin some neck rolls. Inhaling the left ear over the left shoulder. Exhale, rolling the chin down towards the heart as you bring the right ear over to the right shoulder, and inhale very gently back over to the left. We want to make sure that we're being so gentle with our neck. Our necks are so important. I mean, they do so much work. They're holding up our brains, our skulls, protecting our spine, like the top of our spinal column. They have all these lymph nodes. So you want to make sure that we're just really being gentle with it, with these neck rolls. Going in one direction. If at any time you feel like, oh my gosh, I need to just pause and stretch to one side. You can even give yourself a little massage if you'd like, which we'll be moving into with our next movement. Okay, and then with this next inhale, go ahead and switch directions if you haven't done so already. And once more, if at any time rock pose just does not feel good on your ankles, you are more than welcome to move into easy pose. One more time, let's inhale up to center. We're gonna roll our shoulder blades away from our ears as we bring our hands into a Venus lock with the fingers intertwined, thumb tips pressing together right behind the lower back. Now, if you're in easy pose, so we're gonna be doing it just a couple bows here. So this is our inhale, and on the exhale, we're bringing our forehead down to the mat. Inhale, rolling up. And if you're in easy pose, it looks pretty much the same. We're just inhaling, but bringing our forehead closer to our ankles, our legs. And then inhaling up. Let's do that just a few more times. Inhale, elongating up through the top of the head. Exhale, bringing our forehead down to the mat. Inhale, rolling on up, reaching up through the top of the head. And exhale, down. Inhale, rolling up. And exhale, down. Inhaling, rolling up once more. And then exhale. We are coming on down in there. We're going to pause here and coming into Yoga Mudra, reaching those arms up towards the ceiling. And just taking a few long deep breaths here in Yoga Mudra. Inhale, and on the exhale, go ahead, release the arms coming into baby pose for just a little bit. And then bringing the hands back under the shoulders and pushing yourself back up. We're gonna come into easy pose. Well, actually, we're going to start with bound ankle pose. So bringing the soles of the feet together and holding on to toes. Ankles are shins, and we're going to start some spine flexes. Inhaling the heart forward, exhaling, rounding back, and continue that movement. I'm going to go ahead and face to the side so that you can see what this looks like. So we're really leading this movement with the heart. Pushing the heart forward and bringing it back. So we're not going up and down. Okay, we're not leading this movement with the hips. We're really leading it with the heart. Bringing the heart forward towards the toes and exhale back. And again, I invite everybody to close their eyes and focus at the third eye, coming back to that vision of that cord of light, reaching up through the top of the head. That cord of light connecting from your tailbone to the ground, all the way up your spine, up through the top of your head. Very nice. One more time. Let's inhale up. And exhale. You can stretch out your legs if you'd like. We can flex and point the feet. And then coming into easy pose. And we'll do that same movement, but this time placing hands on the ankles or the shins in front of you. Inhaling the heart forward as you bring the elbows towards your body. Exhale, rounding back. And continuing that movement. Again, leading that movement with the heart. And I encourage once more everybody to close their eyes, focusing at the third eye. So it's that same movement, but we're hitting different muscles, different joints by bringing our legs into a different position. And we'll be doing this movement a couple more times with slight variations so that we can really wake up the spine. Remember, bringing the heart forward and back. One more time. Let's inhale up to center. And exhale, release, bringing the hands out to the knees now. So, hands are out on the knees. We're inhaling the heart forward as the elbows come in towards the body. Exhale, straightening out those arms as we bring the heart back. Again, same movement, but we're moving up the spine, hitting different muscles, different joints, different places where we might have some blockages, holding tightness, and using this movement to begin to work through some of those blocks. Once more, if you're comfortable with it, closing your eyes, focusing at the third eye. Very nice. Leading that movement with the heart. Waking up the spine. All right. Once more. Inhale up to center. Keeping hands at the knees, but this time we're going to lock the elbows. So we're inhaling the heart forward, exhaling, rounding back. And with the elbows locked, you might notice that you're hitting a different part of the spine. Your range of motion might be a little different, maybe a little more limited here with your elbows locked, and that's okay. We're really working that space between the shoulders now. So we're just waking up that whole spine, waking through some of that tension, the blocks along the spinal column. Very nice. You guys are doing awesome. All right, once more, let's inhale the up to center. And exhale, release. Okay, We're gonna come on into rock pose once more, sitting back on our heels. And we just did a lot of work waking up the spine, getting that energy flowing. We're gonna start clearing that space around us. So we're inhaling the arms out. Exhale, crossing them in front of the heart. Inhaling out again, and exhale up. This is about to say, now as you're crossing the arms in front of you, I'm gonna alternate the arms. And really just finding your own pace with this movement. We're just clearing out that aura, clearing out the magnetic field, right? The energy field around our physical body. We are living, breathing creatures. So we have this energy field. And depending on how we're doing, even down to that cellular level, our energy fields are impacted. So, we're doing a lot of work when we get the spine moving. I just want to clear the space. Probably brought up a lot of gunk. And now we're just clearing it out. Very nice. One more time. Let's inhale the arms up. And exhale, release. All right. And we're going to cross this left arm in front of us, wrapping the right arm in front of that left. So you're really bringing that left arm closer to the heart. Just getting a nice stretch behind the shoulder, or in the shoulders. Just take a few long, deep breaths here. Inhale. And then exhale, release. And we'll do that same thing on the opposite side. Bringing that right arm in front of us, wrapping the left around the right. And release. Now, coming from rock pose, we're going to come down into tabletop. And then coming down onto our forearms. And then here, so we're moving into porpoise. So we're resting on our forearms, really just feeling the support of our shoulders over the elbows. And bringing our hands into that Venus lock again. So you're really kind of making this basket here with your hands in front of you. And when you're ready, you can rest the top of your head in that basket. And you really want to make sure that your elbows are out like a V. So it's almost like you're creating this kind of part of a tripod here. And we're going to find our balance here just on this left foot as we reach the right leg out. And on the inhale, we lift that right leg. And then on the exhale, bringing it down. But we're still keeping that right leg extended. Oh. Good. And as you lift up, we're lifting up the chin. And moving forward on the mat. So inhaling, lifting that right leg up as we lift up the chin. And exhale, coming back down. Once more. Very nice. And let's go ahead and bring that right knee back underneath us. And finding that balance here as we lift the left leg out. And once more, inhale, lifting that left leg up as we lift up the chin. And exhale, bringing the chin back down to the heart as we drop that left leg. Inhaling up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Once more, inhale up. And exhale. Returning that left knee back to the mat. Let's push on up back into tabletop. Tucking the toes, and we're preparing for down dog. We're going to push the hips up towards the ceiling. Go ahead and pedal the heels here. Bringing one knee down to the mat, then the other. Once more, coming to stillness, we're going to go ahead and walk our hands up to our feet, coming into this full forward bend. So the hips are reaching for the ceiling, the torso is hanging loose. We're going to grasp opposite elbows. And just swaying gently from left to right as we make our way up, out, a full forward bend, keeping the elbows, holding on to those elbows, and lifting the arms up overhead, continuing to sway from left to right. Once more, let's inhale to center and exhale. Release. And we're going to come into a wide-legged stance. This is our last movement of our flow today. Go ahead and fix the bun. Bringing our arms out to parallel. This is our inhale. And on the exhale, bringing that right hand down to the left foot as we reach up with the left arm. Inhaling back up to center, and exhale that left arm down to the right foot as we reach up with the right arm. And continue that movement. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up. And this next time that you come down to that left side, go ahead and pause here. You can just let your hand rest on top of your right or your left foot. And then inhaling very slowly back up to center. And exhale that left arm down to the right foot. And back up to center. And bringing hands up overhead. And bringing back to the heart center. Let's go ahead and heel toe our feet back together. Feeling our feet on the mats, our legs holding us up. Taking a moment to think of maybe 2, 3 things that you can be grateful for today. I'm grateful for this practice. Grateful for this healing journey. I'm grateful to share what I've learned to the people that I really care about, which are you guys. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. We'll close our practice chanting Sat Nam, which means I am truth. Inhale and exhale and inhale to chant. Sat Nam. Peace to all, light to all, and love to all. Sat Nam. Hope you guys have a beautiful day.